Just a quick vid on how to quickly try and skin a bit of an Occy. The easiest way I sort of found. So when you start, just start with the legs laid out. Get a nice sharp knife. Try not to push through the skin, and it's just pretty much rolling along the tentacle. I always sort of leave the suckers on because sometimes they like it with them on, sometimes I'll take them off, but just your preference, I suppose. So that's one leg done. So I'm just straightening the leg out like that. Nice sharp knife just to go through the skin. Pretty much just like skinning anything, I'd say. You try not to cut the meat and try not to cut through the skin if you're going for doing pelts on that. But nice sharp knife, nice and easy. That's pretty much the gist of things. The bigger the Ockys, the easier it is to skin them. But as long as you've got a nice sharp knife and the Occy's pretty relatively fresh, you shouldn't have too much trouble. Bit of a shit job at first, but once you know what you're up to, it's pretty basic, nice and easy. Now this one shouldn't take me too much longer, maybe 5 minutes if that. Depends on how fast I want to go. But yeah, it's pretty much just grab a leg out, lay the suckers up towards you, put your fingers on the skin, and just slowly roll along with the knife as you're pulling the skin back. So she's pretty basic. As I say, I like to leave the suckers on because it gives them something visual, I suppose. But I take the skin off because the skin becomes waterlogged when you use it for bait, and it sort of creates a lot of drag when you've got it out on for a bait, especially in the surf. I think straight lining off the rocks it doesn't make too much of a difference because, yeah, I don't think it does anyway. But when you're using it for surf casting bait off the beach or whatever, it's usually best with the skin off, but everyone has their own preference. So yeah, just hold the skin back and just roll, push against the tentacle itself. Don't try and push through the skin, just push against the tentacle with your blade, and the skin pretty much just rolls over and the skin falls off. Oh no, I suppose you could probably put it down to like filleting fish almost. Just not laying on the blade down, standing the blade straight up and just rolling along, running it along. So it shouldn't be too much longer. How many have we got left? 1, 2 left. Oh, 1 left. Shit, I am getting quicker at this. Some days it takes me ages because I haven't sharpened my knives up properly. So yeah, as long as you've got a relatively sharp blade, it should make the job pretty much easy. And for all those guys out there that bloody waste the heads and throw them away, you don't throw them away. You can skin these out too. Like if you're not going to use them for bait, you can eat them, make some pretty mean squid rings out of them. Same principle as with the tentacles, just roll it. Run the knife along push it against the head or the tentacle, and the skin just comes off like that. Even down towards his eyes it should come off. Sitting like that. Did I do all these? Oh, I did too. Just looks like I haven't done them. So that's pretty much one skinned out Occy, got all the clothes taken, he's got his dress taken off. As I say with the heads, don't waste them, they make good bait. You make some pretty mean strip baits out of them. So onion, or what do you call them, squid rings or calamari rings. But they do make an awesome strip bait, as long as you know how to present them on the hook. See, those are pretty good, but then all you do is pretty much cut them open. Like some fellas will get flash and they'll cut them in half, and you run the hook through the top here and then lay it along and you come through again, and then all you have to do is just make a few nice slick cuts and you've got a bit of a squid scoop look-alike. Pretty easy, cotton them up on top of the hook, over the top of the hook like that, and she'll just float around in that current, man, just attracting those big snaps hopefully. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. All those fellas that wanted to know how I do it. Takes a bit of practice, but sweet, cheer it, slam up.